Hi, I'm Todd with Whole Latte Love. We have Mark behind the camera.
Hey Todd, what are we looking at today?
We have two Rocket Espresso machines. This one's the Rocket R58, which is their top of the line. And then we have the Rocket Evolutione V2. We chose these machines today because they both have rotary pumps on them, can hook to a water line or to a reservoir. So they're kind of in the same class. The key difference being is that the R58 is a dual boiler machine. Now what that does for you, it gives you the ability to change your brew temperatures. It has what they call a PID temperature control in it, and this is the display for that. You can raise your brew temperatures up and down. We're not actually brewing at 233. There's an offset between the control system, so we're actually brewing somewhere around 200. We checked this one. But we'll get into that later. There's a little chart in the book that shows you where to go. But
that PID is a little different in that you can detach it from the machine, so you don't have to look at the electronics, and you can stay more classic.
Yeah, so you can pull that off.
Oh, so it kind of hooks in underneath.
Hooks on yep.
Okay.
Okay. And so you don't have to look at it all the time. There's other PID-controlled machines that have the display right on them, and you can make the choice whether you like that or not. That's a personal preference. Rocket they've gone to great lengths on their exteriors, as you can see.
Kind of a flashy.
Yeah.
You got the big R on the knob,
and you've got some good branding down there. Even the portafilter's got a little branding on it. See that Rocket right in there.
Yeah.
But it's not too in your face. Again, it's up. The personal preference is up to you to make the call if you like it or not. But we think it's a beautiful machine.
And it has big knobs.
Yeah, big knobs. Can't miss them.
Yep.
Notice the housing, very well made. Notice the curved pieces on this. Takes a lot of work. Expensive to make something like that.
Right. It's down on the drip tray.
More angular here, but see, I'll step back where you get a nice view of the machine.
Yep.
Now the way these machines operate, when you want to brew, you just raise the levers up, turns the pump on, and your coffee you start brewing, and lower it down to turn it off.
And you just heard the rotary pump there.
Yeah, can you hear that?
Yeah. Nice and smooth.
Yep. Very quiet. All the rotary pumps on the machines nowadays have gotten quiet. There used to be some humming in some, but they've got different mounts on them now. They've done a really good job. Pretty much all the manufacturers I've checked.
Yeah.
Now this one, the reservoir is up top here, and both of them, and this pulls out. Kind of tough to get it out, but it comes up. We're about out of water.
Even branding on the reservoir.
Oh yeah, even on the reservoir. Yeah. Come on, get in there, you.
And it's plumbable as well.
Correct. Yep. And if you want to plumb it, they both come with a plumb line, a stainless steel braided line, similar to this, and it hooks onto the back of the machine. When we get to the insides of the machines, we'll show how that hooks up. Come with a drain line. We have a hook up underneath here for in that where you can hook the water drain. There's a plug in the drip tray that pulls out. When that pulls out, water will drain into here, then out to the drain line. That water saw dripping, that's normal, coming off this blow-off tube here.
One of the few machines that has an actual non-plastic tamper that comes with it.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, nice little tamper.
And branded.
It says Rocket.
Yeah,
what a surprise. Now the gauges, has two gauges on them. They both have this. They have a steam boiler gauge here, and this one over here is for your brew pressure. So when you're brewing, see that gauge will go up and tell you what your actual brew pressure is. Now, with both machines, if you do want to adjust the brew pressure, there's an adjustment screw on the bottom. You would pull the machine to the edge of the counter. You can get a screwdriver in and use that to adjust the brew pressure.
Right.
If you feel the need for some reason, if it drops down. These are commercial quality pumps. You shouldn't have a problem with that. Once they're set, they're pretty much set. On the Evolutione V2, to change from water line to a reservoir, use this switch right here. That goes to water line. That's for reservoir.
And that flops a solenoid in the machine too.
Correct. We're about out of water on this one too. Who's in charge of water reservoirs? And a little cup rail. I got a plastic cup rail on this one. And nice stainless steel one here. That pretty much covers the machines. Let's take a look inside.
Okay.
So you get an idea of what's inside there in case you care.
So that's the
And
dual
I
boiler,
do, yes.
R58,
Yep, the dual R58. It's a copper boiler here. And here's your steam boiler. There's your brew boiler. The brew boiler is 0.58 liters, and the steam boiler is 1.7 liters. The total wattage draw of about 1450. And these two solenoid valves here, just, I don't know if you care, but these allow water to go into the pump. One comes from the water line hookup, one comes from the reservoir hookup. User serviceability, it's kind of a little tricky to get in and work on some of this stuff, but you can do it. It's not all that hard. But over here, we have the Evolutione V2. This doesn't have the PID control, so it has a pressure stat. This happens to be a Sarai commercial pressure stat. So that's very good. We like that. You notice a few less valves in here, which is good. That's basically it. Oh, the boiler size on this one, what do we got in here? We got a 1.8 liter, and again, 1450 watts, copper boiler, brass end plates.
Okay.
Brew pressure adjustment. We did say we were going to take a look at that, so let's kind of, a little water's going to drip out there, so ignore that.
Not to worry.
Where's our, right here.
Right there.
So you put a screwdriver on that, or a wrench, turn that clockwise to raise the pressure, counterclockwise to lower the pressure. They both have the anti-burn or no-burn steam wands. And I think that...
2-hole tips, and we're gonna
Yep.
we're gonna do a little brewing and steaming on both of these. If you want to hang around and see that.
Sure. Yeah, we'll pack some portafilters, come back, and we'll show you how they steam.
Great. Oh, you're doing your little flush there before
A
you
little
go.
flush where you go.
Good.
Yep.
Heat exchange.
Yep. We'll brew and steam on this. We'll probably do a single shot in each. Well, actually, in this size cup, I'll probably do a double in this one.
Oh, that's your favorite cup. Right?
Yes, yeah, I'm starting to get a lot of favorite cups.
So 2-hole steam tip here.
Correct. Good view of the pressure there. Get a nice roll in there.
Yeah.
I like to steam to about 140. Works good for me. Oop, you don't want to put air in there. Oh.
Yeah. And you just feeling that by hand.
Yeah. Good thing you can do is...
After you do about 10,000 of these, you kind of get the idea.
Yeah. You have to throw a thermometer in there sometimes and feel it.
Just double check.
And you can learn.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, she frosts pretty nice.
That's the Giotto.
Now the R58. We did talk before about the chart, so here's the chart. So if the display says 228, it tells you you're getting a temperature at the brew group of about 204 Fahrenheit, or 96.2 centigrade.
Right.
Okay. So you follow this chart here, set it where you want, and they've checked with the scase, and they say they're pretty accurate.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I always like to do a little flush. With the R58, it's not quite as necessary. And,
Two. Okay.
yeah. Big long steam one on this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little more oomph in the steam
A
here.
little more pressure on this one. Different angle too. It's kind of like the steam one. Gives you the choice of these other angles to put it at when it comes straight down. Oops, too much air again. Just not
Pay
focusing.
attention.
Yeah. I usually don't. Yeah.
You tell you got that little extra air in there?
Yep.
Yeah. Still gonna taste good though.
Oh, yeah, it'll taste fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, a little espresso here.
That's for me, right?
Yeah, you can have that one.
Okay.
So
There you go.
that'll it gives you hopefully a pretty good idea of the difference between these two machines and help you choose which one is best for you if you're looking at a Rocket. I'm Todd. Thanks for watching.
Hey, why not subscribe now for easy free access to more videos on everything coffee, brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.